What is going on, guys? Keen Flame here, back with another video. Today is going to be a little bit of a different video. I hope you guys like it. But I've been working on like a map, in my free time just for fun. I always liked making like cool maps in the original as well. Like I always like, making RPGs. I've never really released RPGs I've made because I never finished them, but they were really, big maps, like really, really big. And, they had like quests and like, you could level up, when you died, you spawn like a little flower in a gravestone, right? And you could like walk back to your corpse, right? With like a little shade, the shade would like spawn on your like near a graveyard or something, right? Like World of Warcraft. And yeah, so it was very complicated RPGs I've made before. I've just never really finished them because extended edition was kind of buggy, and it just started lagging really badly in multiplayer, so I never got to it. And then I was really excited for Retold, right, with the editor, like because there's so much that is possible right now with the editor, but there's just one limitation that's kind of keeping me from like finishing the map I'm working on right now. And I'm just running into like a bunch of bugs which just are really annoying, and I want to kind of raise awareness of the editor and the issues it has right now. And I hope the devs see this. Anyway, let me just show the map first, right? So I really like love making like cool environments in the editor. Like I think I'm pretty good at that too. Like I think my most viewed video is actually like a time lapse of like me making like a enormous settler map. Like it's like Elemental Civ or whatever, right? Yeah, it's the most popular video on my channel, and I really like making maps. So I wanted to make time-lapse videos again of me making cool areas and stuff. I probably should have recorded me making this area you're looking at right now. I already made a lot, like quite a lot actually. But yeah, let me just show you guys what I got so far, and let me know what you guys think about it. So basically the idea for this RPG is, right, you'll like choose a hero somewhere in a corner. There'll probably be like like 10 options for like different heroes, right? You can choose, and each like hero has like a different ability. And as the game goes on, you'll learn like new abilities, right? And you level up infinitely basically. And there'll be all kinds of cool stuff. You can like buy upgrades for your hero, or like all kinds of stuff. And then once you choose hero, you'll like start in one of these cages in like a like a bandit camp, for example, right? So you can see right here like a couple of corpses. So for example, player 1 and 2 start in this cage, and then player 3 and 4 start in this and this cage, right? And then you kind of gotta escape the bandit camp, kill the guys around here. And then these little relics will be like treasures. So if you find like a treasure, for example, you'll get gold, right? And these are kind of hidden around the map, so it kind of motivates people to explore the map and stuff, right? And honestly, like I'm pretty good at triggers, like setting up the conditions and stuff. I haven't done any triggers for this map yet, but obviously I'm not like not to level, right? But you can make quite cool like bosses and special effects and all kinds of stuff, right? Like I know all the basics basically. And yeah, so next up, right, so you get out of the bandit camp, right, and then you have two options, right? So you have the more obvious path, which is this one. But if you guys have ever played Dark Souls games, right, like in Dark Souls 2, there's like a starting area, right? Or even in the other games too, right? So there's like a starting area, and then there'll be like a really strong monster that you should probably not fight, but come back later to, right? Unless you're really good. So this will be one of those monsters, like he's like camping on the waterfall basically, and you gotta find a way around. So there'll be another path right here through the mountain. So it rewards kind of exploring the map. So if you find this path up, right, then you can get past this guy. So you'll go up here, and then you'll find these like zombie archers, and like another treasure. And then you go down here, and then you'll find more like bandits, and another bandit camp, and then another a big monster similar to this one is blocking the way here, so you can't really pass through here. So what you have to do next basically is, collect these 2 wood piles, right? You have to collect the wood to make a boat and, sail out of it. So you have to collect, pick up this wood, then go back, and then, there'll probably like be guys that respawn here, once you get the wood back. And then, you'll go back and then you place the wood on top of these 2 planks, right here. And then, at the dock, it will make a boat, and then you can, sail out of it. And then you have these 2 giant statues, which, was inspired by, Lord of the Rings from the Fellowship of the Ring, right? So you sail through here, and then, you have 2 options. You like land here right before the Kraken. So you have to watch out for this Kraken, right? There's another treasure right here as well. And then here's like a little secret area you can land on, right? And then there's like this fire giant boss, like a mini boss. And if you defeat him, right, then you unlock these 3 statues where you can, buy upgrades for your heroes, basically, right? So there's like a little secret upgrade area. So then you go here, right, to this side, and then again, right, this guy is like blocking the way to another new area right here, which I have to make still, right? And then here, you kind of have to find out what to do. So there's, a bunch of bandits right here. There's little Mr. Snowman here as well. And then basically it's the same concept again, right? So you have to, you already have 1 wood pack right here. So you have to bring another wood pack to this spot location as well. But this time you're not building a boat. You have to get the wood from here, right? And then you have to place it on top of this plank, and then you will get the Fire Force God power, and you can burn this down, right? Which opens up this area right here. And this is, like kind of like a frost valley. So you have these frost giants right here, and these guys, they shoot at you as well from down below, right? Some treasures as well, some right here. And then, you just follow the path, and then there's a lot of wolves, and then, it's like these guys shooting from up here, right? So you have to watch out. So you basically, when you choose a hero here, right, then you have to choose a archer hero as well, if you want to deal with these guys over here. Or maybe I'll give you like a shockwave ability, so you can like bounce them off the cliff to you. And then it's like, little secret cliffs or valleys right here, right, with some wolves and like treasure and stuff. Yeah, I just really like making like cool areas like this. Like, I think it looks pretty sick, honestly, like the mist and stuff and the trees. This is like a new asset as well, right? And basically, yeah, there's a lot of new assets as well, right? So there's like this tree right here is new. So you can make a lot of cool stuff as well. Like, for example, I'll show you guys. So you can make, so in the original, right, you would just select a like unit, right, and you can make it big or small, right, by pressing K. But in Retold, you do it in a different way. You click on Objects, then Advanced Transformation Tool, and then you have to enable the gizmo. And then basically you can, like, by doing this, the arrow up, let me see. So you have to select Scale and Apply, and then you can like make it really big or really small like this. You can also make it wider like this, or you can make it, like this. So you can, do quite a bit of stuff with this. Let me see if I can. It seems like it's bugged right now. Right, let me see. Okay, I'll just delete it for now. I'm not gonna save this anyway. But yeah, a lot of new options and features, that you can do in the editor now, which is really cool, right? And here is the final area that I've made. So here's the wolves, right? And here it is like a cave kind of, right? Like with the trolls, kind of like inspired by Mordor, I guess. And you have the little orcs right here, the trolls and stuff. And then you got some trolls shooting from like up there, right? Some campfires and like the stalagmites and the pillars and stuff, right? So I think it looks all like pretty cool, right? And then eventually, you'll come to this hall with all the statues and stuff. You have these giant shades, and you have to like defeat these. And there'll probably like be like a mini game here or something, or like a boss maybe, or like something special you have to do, right? And then after that, there's another opening, and this leads you into hell, right? So I know there's snow right here, right? But I still have to paint this black, basically. But yeah, this will be like like lava and underworld stuff, right? And then, you know, eventually probably around here on the mini map, if you look, like, so you go from here all the way to here. And then, you know, like once you get out of the underworld, like you get into like a new biome, for example, like Egypt or like a marshy lands or Greek, or I don't know yet, but yeah. So I wanted to, you know, have like different biomes, right, in the RPG. So right now I have like pine forest. I'll probably expand more pine forest here as well, because I feel like the pine forest area is maybe a little bit too small, right? Like it immediately goes into the snow area. So I'll probably put some pine forest area here as well. Yeah, so the problem I'm running into, and what I said at the beginning of the video, right, was that there's a limit on the amount of ground textures you can have in the editor in Retold, and this limit did not exist in the original. And like my buddy who was also trying to make a map, and a few others were also kind of disappointed by this limit, you know. So I'll show you guys. Right now I'm not at a limit yet, right? So that's why I can still make the map, but you cannot have more than 46 different ground textures. And right now I think I'm at around 30. So I'm almost already at the limit. I was making a settlers map as well. And I reached the limit there so quickly because I was like making all these different biomes, right? And just 4 different biomes, and I already ran out of textures. And the game, like, it would let me put more textures, but it wouldn't let me host the game. And after, my buddy told me that after 62 or 68 textures, you cannot even add anything else anymore to the map or any more textures. So this is like a really big issue, honestly, for, you know, map makers, like anyone that wants to make, you know, like a cool RPG with more than, you know, 3 biomes, or, you know, like make everything look really cool like I'm doing. You're gonna run into this limit very, very fast. Because honestly, I wanted to add even more textures to the areas that I already have, but I just cannot. Like if I add too much textures, the game will, you know, just, it won't let me host the map anymore, or, you know, it won't let me continue making the map. So yeah, it's a really big issue too. And I want to show you guys another issue that I have with the map, with the valley area right now, which kind of made me stop making this map, honestly, for now. Like I put it on hold because the bug is really annoying. Maybe it's fixed right now, so I'll test. But yeah, if you have like a unit that can jump. So for example, I wanted to make one of the units a Bellerophon, but I'll show you guys. So playtest, player 1. Let me see. So I'm player 1, right? So I go and I jump to a troll, right? And my character just disappeared the moment it jumps. So yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like, once I saw that, you know, and like it was just kind of being buggy. Like this being so far underground, like a lot of shit just doesn't work. And, you know, it kind of disappointed me a little bit, because I feel like if you know, I add like god powers down here or other special abilities, I kind of fearful they won't work as well. So there's like a big bug going on with the elevation, like being as low as this is, right? So I can test again on normal ground as well. I think it does work with Bellerophon. So let me test that. But yeah, it's kind of sad, you know. I feel like we would see a lot more maps, like cool, bigger maps with, you know, more interesting terrain if they actually, you know, allowed more textures. So I just hope they remove the texture limit, honestly, because it's, you know, it's just kind of stupid. So let me see, player 2, X-Men. And also for some reason, like when I only have like 1 unit, it just auto resigns me like from the game. So it's just, you know, kind of weird. So let me see. So you see, here he doesn't disappear because the elevation is normal, right? So it's purely an issue with elevation being low. And, you know, like I was just so like disappointed, you know, like I made that whole area look so cool, and then it's just all for nothing, you know. And I was like, I either have to, you know, get everything back to a normal elevation, or I have to, you know, just like remove this whole area basically. So I was just, you know, kind of sad. But yeah, I mean, I hope they fix it soon, right? I hope that the developers see this. And yeah, if you guys have any ideas, right, for what I should do with this RPG, like area ideas or, you know, some inspiration, like, you know, feel free to, you know, post a comment below. And yeah, I hope you guys, you know, still enjoyed, you know, just looking at this, you know, scenario that I've made so far. I think it looks really cool. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next video, and hopefully, you know, I'll have an update on this scenario in the future, you know, where I can, you know, continue to work on it. And, you know, I'll see you guys in, you know, the next video. So peace out, boys. See you guys in the next video. See ya.